Well, hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday night. I hope you've all had an amazing day, and I'm so thankful that you're here to have hopefully an amazing night, an end to your day. Or for those of you who may just be starting your day out now, working a night shift overnight. I know a lot of you folks that I talk to do work different odd hours. So if you're just starting, then welcome and I hope you have a great night. And for those of you here, I hope this is a nice way to end the first day of the week as we move forward towards the weekend. And so I thought we'd just would be kind of an impromptu live stream. You guys know I didn't plan this ahead of time. Literally just had the idea to do it 2 hours ago, something like that. And I first thought I was like, I'm just in the mood to have a live stream to hang out with all of my Cravenites and everyone who is in the community of the channel and just have a good time talking Scream and talking theories. And then I said, you know what? Not too long ago, I had a good friend of mine who's an amazing content creator who you guys know very good, very well. You know him, you love him. And I said, we were on a stream, and we unfortunately had to end the stream a little earlier than we had planned for very good, valid reasons, necessary things. But I'm like, you know what? How about let me reach out to my good friend, Mr. Jack Stannis, and see what he's up to tonight. And I was so fortunate to find out he was available. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, give a warm round of applause. Let him see your love tonight. Welcome back, my good friend and good friend to the channel, Jack Stannis. Welcome, Jack. Oh, so glad you're here, buddy.
So good to be here. So
Oh,
good.
always such fun. Always such fun.
Yeah.
And Jack, we've got some folks that are with us here tonight too.
Woo-hoo.
We've got some folks in the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and pop in here and see who all is here tonight.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does.
Teamwork does. Yeah.
Yes, it does, my friend.
Oh yeah.
I see a lot of green names, Jack. You know what that means?
Oh
We got some
yeah.
Cravenites in the house. A lot of Cravenites. Oh. All right, who do we got tonight? Well, I see we got Christopher Dunn. What's up, Maverick Media? Aiden, MG Donner, welcome. Val, what's up, Val? Good to see you. James Kalia, good to see you as always. And let's see. And James, I see that you actually upgraded your membership here in the channel. So thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate that very much. It's very nice of you. Jen's here. Good old Jen. We love Jen, one of the
we love
OGs of the
Jen.
channel.
We know her. We love her.
Know her, love her. You betcha. Bob Hunt's in the channel tonight. Good. What's up, Bob? Good to see you, man. Vibing with Calum. I maybe messed up the last part. Forgive me. It says first time in the live chat. First time. Well, welcome, first timer. All right. Glad you're here. We're gonna have a good time. Make yourself at home. Just kick back, take it easy, and Jack and I will do our very best to entertain you and engage with you tonight as we talk about Scream 6 very shortly.
Oh,
John R. is in the house, right, Jack? That's what we're talking about, man. That's what
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
about. Richard Johnston in the house says hello to all the Cravenite family. Sorry, but my throat's kind of. Every time I always say this, Jack, when I get ready to do a live stream, it just goes bonkers. It's like it never does this when I'm just like talking normal.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Hang on.
If you guys see me close my like camera off for a second, it's probably because I'm taking a drink because it just got so dry here in Arizona. Like it just hit, and I am so parched right now.
Oh gosh. Well, between your parchment and my throat, we're gonna you said teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes teamwork makes the stream work, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, I like that.
See there, it makes the stream work. So everybody in the chat, if you guys can bear with us and hang in there, we're gonna make this thing work together. It's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah.
I see Aiden. Aiden's in the house. What's up, Aiden?
Nice.
Good to see you. Glad you're here. Fake Like a Director Productions, which is, I love that name. I always thought that was
That's
a really
awesome.
cool name.
Yeah, that's awesome.
says, "I'm here, man, waiting for the good stuff. Can't wait to hear the chit chat." Well, all right, me too.
It'll be worth it, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Shay? I see you there. It's so funny. And I have been communicating a little bit through Instant Messenger, or not Instant Messenger, Instagram. And it's like we keep missing each other. It's like so like she'll send the message and then I'll get back to I can be in the middle of making a video because I have the craziest hours. I could be literally sitting here till 4 in the morning trying to
Yeah.
get videos done for the next day, and it's just craziness, right? So anyway, I'll see a message from her and I'll see it like 3 hours later, and it's in the middle of the night. So
Oh.
it's so then the next day it's like 11 or noon or so. I'll see the message. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Shay, we're going to be able to connect at the same time at some point, but I'm glad you're here. Well, we're connecting right now at the same point.
Yeah. There you go.
So there you go. What's up, Ismail? What is this about? Well, you're going to find out if you stay tuned. This is about Scream 6, baby. This is all about Scream 6 theories. Who do we want back? What do we want to see?
Number
Woo!
6.
Yes,
Number
number
six.
6. Heck yeah. Brian Woods, I see you there. Thanks for being here. Yes, right, Shay. Scream. Oh, boy.
You don't want to hear my scream.
Jack, let me tell you what, man. I'm going through the chat. I'm catching up here. And look what we got. Look what we got already on the screen, my
Oh,
friend.
I love it.
I tell you what, man. Hashtag I'll be there. So, Jack, I think we should do it. What do you say, buddy? Don't you think we should do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think so.
Let's do it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Let's do it, buddy. All right, folks. You'll be here. Jack says he'll be here. And I say I'll be there. So let's go. I'll be there, baby. Hit it. Everybody sing it loud.
I
Oh,
love it.
that's so awesome. I hope you were all singing that loud and proud. And yes, if this is your first live stream, you're probably thinking, what is going on? This is bonkers. And yeah, it's a little bonkers. And that's how I like it. I like it
That's
to be a
art.
little bonkers,
Art
man.
is bonkers. Art
Yeah.
is bonkers. Yep.
Heck yeah, it is. Hello, Mr. Craven. Well, hello, Ms. Werner.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I'm finally catching up to everybody saying hello now. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you here, Carrie. Good to see you.
Carrie.
I'm glad you can make it, Carrie. Glad you're here to hang out.
We love
you
Carrie.
We love Carrie. We love Jen. Man, I love everybody, man. I love
yeah.
everybody here is just so amazing. All of you guys. I don't think I've said it in the last couple of streams, so it's time I say it again as a reminder. If you are here in this live stream right now in this community, you are the most amazing group of people on YouTube, and I'm telling you right now, I really believe it. No offense, no shade on anyone else, but you guys are the absolute best community I've ever seen, hands down. Just the love between Jack and I were even talking. We'll share with them what we were talking about before we came online. We were getting ready to come on, and just were popping in to see some of you guys chat back and forth. And Jack even mentioned this. I'd love to see this. I said, man, you're right, because look at the amazing relationships already between just you guys and yourselves. It's so amazing to see that. I mean, and I told Jack, this is my channel. I did this not just to make videos. All right, I love making videos. I love it. I love giving you guys content that I think is worth your time. But what I love the most is this. It's this community. It's the comments on the videos when we talk. It's live stream talking. It's everything we do together is what I love, Jack, the most.
Absolutely.
So, love you guys so much.
There may be 2 people on the stream, but the people in the chat, you're the ones that keep it going. You're the ones that fuel the
Absolutely.
fire. That's it.
You're absolutely right. John says, my Monday is now much better. I love senior stream. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you, bro. That's
My
very sweet of
Monday's
you to say
better
that.
too.
Hey, mine is too. Listen, me too, hands down. Bob, what's up, Bob, with a $10 super chat? Thank you, Bob. All right, for the Stu train. Stu. Hit me one time, Jack. Stu. There you go. We should do it in harmony sometime. Well,
Yeah.
we should work on that offline and do a harmony.
Okay.
Harmony Stews. That would be amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Bob. That was absolutely. I'm gonna put that right into the stew train, buddy. You better believe it. Elaine says hello. What's up, Craven? How you doing, Elaine? Good to see you here. All right. Josh is in the house. Fantastic. What's up, Calvin? Glad you can make it tonight. Donna's in the house. Says hi, Jack. Hi, Craven. Hi, Jack. What's
Hi,
up, Donna?
Donna. How's it going?
Thank you for coming in tonight and hanging out. What's up, Jordan? Just popped in to say hi. Well, I appreciate that, man. Always glad to see you.
Jordan, an OG, another OG.
Another OG for sure. Jenna Ortega's biggest supporter. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing
Aw.
good. Good to see you. Brian's in the house. Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Loving the streams. Awesome. Thank you. We are doing great, man. Doing great. Thanks for being here. And oh my goodness, Christopher Dunn. Christopher with a $100 super chat. Bro, I'm stunned. Thank you so much. Says surprise, Sydney. Oh no, that's not right. Surprise, Sydney.
Surprise, Sydney.
There you go. I love it. For the stew train, in the hopes that Craven Something Scary gets us Matthew Lillard on here one day, brother. Let me tell you what. Trust me, it could happen. I really believe it could happen one day. I do.
Yep.
I don't know when or how fast or how slow it's going to. One day, Matthew Lillard will be on this channel, and
yeah.
it's gonna melt the internet. It's gonna melt my brain, and we're gonna make it happen. So, Christopher, thank you, man. All seriousness, man. That is so generous of you. I can't tell you how much that means to me and for this channel. So thank you so much. Wow, just wow. That's woo. Thank you. All right.
Teamwork, right?
Teamwork. It really is, man. All of it comes together. It just is amazing. All right. Let's see. I think I've got everybody. Poltergeist Steve, what's up? Glad you're
love
here.
that name.
I know.
Poltergeist Steve.
Poltergeist. I love it.
That's
Poltergeist Steve.
awesome. That's a
Nice.
classic film.
What is happening? Glad you're here. Glad you're coming in to check us out. Glad you're here. Hope you enjoy it. Make yourself comfortable. Get your favorite drink of choice, your cold beverage. Settle in wherever you're at. If you're on your couch, your recliner, your computer seat, whatever you're at. You could be in your car even. You could be anywhere. YouTube's mobile.
I
Why
used to
not?
listen to you guys in the car. So funny you said that. I would go for like a long drive and I'd just throw on the stream on Bluetooth and I would just cruise down the Arizona highway.
See? That's what I'm talking about, man.
So good.
I love it. Carrie says, I got your back. She says, Shay, Craven will promise you Craven will get back to you. That's right. Oh, and Shay says, it always does. Oh, thank you. Always try to make sure. And Craven, Carrie says, she'll always be there.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
Thank you, Shay. Oh, what's up, Becky? I see you there. What is up? Welcome. I love these impromptu streams. They're just totally unplanned.
Yep.
James Kalia with the $2 super chat. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for your upgrading your membership tonight. That was awful nice of you to do. That's awesome, man. Appreciate your support very much. And Carrie, just to let you know, we're thinking about you. We've all been thinking about you today, the last couple of days since you shared. And so we're thinking about you as well, Carrie and Jen.
Everybody send some good vibes to Carrie's way. Send
Carrie
some good vibes.
to Carrie and to Jen also. Carrie and Jen.
And Jen, yes.
Yes, indeed. What's up, 7-Eleven? They used to have a bunch of 7-Elevens. And down here where I live, and then they all went away. They quit. They all shut down, and then now they've recently started back open again. It's like,
really?
Seven.
In
They're
New
starting
York,
to,
they were on every corner, and when I came to Tucson, there's like one in the heart of Tucson.
Wow,
just one, man. I used to get like
crazy.
their uncrustable peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That was my go-to at 7-Eleven.
That's awesome, man. There's all those stores. They used to have ones called Stop and Go,
Yeah,
down
yeah.
here? Do you ever had those? Stop
We
and
have
go.
Circle K here. Circle
Oh,
K.
Circle K. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
you
those
got
too.
that?
We have Circle K,
Yeah.
Stop and Go, 7-Eleven. Like, oh, they all have their own little
Oh,
things, you know?
I know. Yep.
Totally. Um, let's see. We got to make sure we got everything here. Carrie says she's eating some pizza. Oh no, and tells Shay to
Ooh.
get some popcorn. That's what I'm talking about, man. Make yourself some popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Just settle in, man. We're gonna be here for a while.
I got some tea to help my voice. I'm ready.
Hey, I got a little soda. Got a little soda over here, a little Coke Zero.
That nice.
Jamming that tonight, and some ice water just in
I love
case.
it.
And Jen says I always do coffee because I gotta stay awake. That's
Oh.
right, because you guys know I'm a night owl. My live streams start 9:30 Central
Yeah.
Time, and we go till midnight. So
Hmm.
it's how we roll. David,
Oh yeah.
what's up, David? Shout out to me. Well, shout out to you too. In this, oh, thank you so much, man. Oh, listen, brother, it's no worries, man. No, it's not no worries whatsoever. I'm just happy you're here, buddy. That's what matters. And I missed the Lynn live stream. Well, yeah, listen. The good news is the replay's there. So be sure, if you haven't, be sure you hit that replay.
Always.
Because I'm telling you guys, Maureen Prescott was on the channel a week ago, and it was a crowning moment for the channel. It was an amazing time. And I've been in contact with her the last few days to get her back on the channel. And so she is right now. I'm planning to have her back at the end of this month for a Scream 3 watch party.
Ah,
So Lynn McCree, Maureen Prescott is coming back to hang out for 3 hours on the channel. So
I love
stay
it.
tuned. I'll set it all up and the whole 9 yards as we get a little later in the month.
I'll probably be crying watching the movie along with you guys. I'll be sitting there
Oh,
tearing up.
it's going to be incredible. I mean, I can't imagine. Christopher says I got my chocolate milk. I love it. Um,
Oh,
I'm so excited because like when Nancy Ann Ritter was here, the girl in the bathroom, and that we watched Scream 1 together. When her scene came up, it was so cool
oh, I'm
to
sure.
watch that scene. She's right there live.
Yep.
When Maureen Prescott's scene in 3 comes up, plus when they show the still shots, those are her actual modeling pictures in
Yeah,
the movie.
that's right.
So everyone is killed. They find a picture, the whole thing.
Hmm.
That's her. So any and all of those scenes are going to be so amazing. And when the nightmare sequence starts, I can't imagine what that's going to feel like.
You got to have her say the line like, "Come on, give mother a kiss" or something like that. Doesn't she say something like that?
Yes, I believe she's got her.
Something.
She has her script. She has her
Oh,
actual Scream 3 script. In fact, one part in that live stream, I started to say the line about, you're just like me,
that's right. Yeah.
and she pulled her script out. I'm like, oh, and she read the line on the live stream in the interview from her
Dude.
actual script, bro. So cool.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, thank you, David. I appreciate you, man. I really do.
Steven, those are the moments that you live for, right? Like things like that. Like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, who would have imagined? Hey, what's up, Jacqueline? Good to see
What's
you.
up, Jacqueline?
Glad you can make it. It is. If you would have told me the last 20 years
Yeah.
that there's going to come a day when you are going to have Maureen Prescott, Lynn McCree, you're going to be talking to her live on a YouTube channel, on the internet, and not only that, she's going to actually read some of her lines to you live.
Woo!
Bro, my head would. There's no. I mean, no, you got to be kidding me. There's no way
I
that's
was
not
watching
happening.
and I was like, "Pinch me, I'm dreaming." I couldn't even
Oh
imagine
yeah,
interviewing.
it was just incredible, just
So cool.
incredible, man. And this, and I gotta tell you, this whole experience, and I know Jack, you can relate. The whole experience of being a content creator and seeing the response, like everyone tonight, all of the love in this chat, got nearly 50 people here right now at 11 o'clock Eastern on a work night. And those things mean a lot to me. That really,
Yeah.
that is like, I pinch myself every day,
Hmm.
because the idea that this experience can happen,
Yep.
and it's amazing, man. I don't know how else to say it. I just
I mean,
keep.
you on several of our streams. I mean, you even vocally said like it's always been a dream of yours to do interviews, and you know what? You should
Yes.
be a prime example of like if you reach out for your dreams, you can always achieve it if you put your mind to it.
That's right,
That's
Jack.
it.
You
Oh yes.
can totally. Yes, you can. Because I never, like I say, I remember watching Scream TV series when it was
Hmm.
on MTV in 2015 and
Yeah.
16. And I mean, if you'd have called me up and said, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know, in like 6 7 years, you're going to be hanging out with the voice of Brandon James for a
Yeah.
couple hours," like, what are you talking about? Like, there's
Yeah.
no way. And I'm not saying this to like toot my. I'm not trying to make this about like oh, look at me. That's not what I'm trying to
No.
do. The reason I say that is to what Jack just said. You hit it on the nail on the head. Is that if I can do this, guys, you can do it. It can be
Hmm.
done. You can absolutely be done. So
Hmm.
anyway,
Hey man,
I'm
take
excited.
it from me. I am so proud and I'm so happy for you. I am. You
Oh,
know.
Jack. Well,
Absolutely.
my feeling's mutual, man. It really
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, I really mean it. So okay, let's take a look here. Make sure I got caught up. Um, let's see here. All right. Okay. All right. If I missed anybody,
Donna,
please
did you
forgive
get
me.
Donna?
I
Donna
think I
yet?
got. You know what? If I didn't, let's. Hey, Donna. Hello. Just in case. Just in case. I don't want to miss anybody here before we start diving in. Um, Jason says, "I don't understand why do fans think they know everything that's going to be written in the script." Oh, that's the beauty of it. We don't. And that's
Yeah.
what makes it fun because
Uh-huh.
we don't know. If I knew what was going, if I thought I knew what was going to be in it, then what's the point? The
Yep.
point is we don't know, and that's the beauty of what these discussions are about tonight,
Yeah.
right,
It's
Jack?
almost
Because
even more fun than watching the movie sometimes is speculating.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. The whole
Yep.
speculating, the creating the theories, the all the possible scenarios. That's what's fun. That's what it's
Yep.
about. It's not about being, having some position where like, oh well, we know we're smarter than the studios or something. That's the furthest thing from it. This is
Oh yeah.
about talking about what could be. It's not about what will be, Jason. It's what might be, and that is what is fun for me, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think fun for all of us, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
alrighty, okay.
And you know what? It's I always tell people too. It's like, the speculation. I mean, that's as a director. If your fans are not speculating and are not excited for your movie, then what's the point? You know,
Yeah,
if you're not like getting the hype up and people are excited to see what happens next. Like if somebody asked me right now, what's going to happen in Scream 6? For the first time in my life, I honestly have no idea what we're gonna get in the next movie, man. I have no idea, and I love that. Love it.
I do too, man. It's amazing. It's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, necessary distraction. Want to make sure I said hello to you tonight. I see you there. And Nick, what's up? What's happening? All right.
Sweet.
Yes. Okay. Oh, bye bye, Polar. What's up? Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Polar.
Yes. Yeah, and you're right. Sometimes these theory videos are they can be more entertaining because have you ever guys ever felt like sometimes where you theorize on things that you think might happen, could happen, you wish would happen, and something happens totally that's like way under what you were hoping for
Yep.
personally,
Yep.
and it's like, oh, I was a little bit let down because
Yeah.
like, oh no, but it's fun though because it's fun to imagine because the way I look at it, Jack, is like this right now, like in this period, and it's the same as it was before Scream 5. We're in a time period now where we don't know. It's totally guessing game,
Yep.
and it's so fun. And this is a murder mystery, which is even more fun
Yeah.
because Scream is not just a slasher movie; it's a
Hmm.
who done it, and so it
It's like
adds another
Scooby
layer.
Dooby Doo.
Dude,
Where
where
are
are
you?
you? We're not going to get copyright struck. I think we're good there.
Yeah. I love
What's
it.
up? I shot him 6 times. What's up, man? Yeah, it's like talking about sports. Exactly. Yeah, man. It's all about prognosticating and wondering what's gonna. Yeah. Anyway. To me, that's just so much fun.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Let's take a look here. Higher self's in the house. All right. So James has got. What's up, James? With a $5 super chat. Thank you again, my man, for this. Thoughts on the first kill? You know what? What a great place to start.
Ooh,
So,
great place
Jack,
to start.
let's dive in. Let's go. All right. So, why don't you start us off, Jack? What are your thoughts?
I would love to see, and this could be very, very, very tricky to pull off, okay? Because you don't want to kill anybody in this way of doing things, but I would love to see Mark Kincaid and the kids involved in some sort of home invasion.
Oh,
Maybe not even so the opening.
okay.
I mean, I feel like what a great way to bring Patrick Dempsey back in the opening scene where there is like this. It's at Sydney's house. Where did she live again? Did she say where she was living?
Who's this now? Sydney?
Sydney and Mark, yeah.
It's never explicitly said.
Yeah.
The theory is that it's in Chicago, but
Oh.
that's not. It's never stated in the actual movie. Only thing Dewey says is, "How are you doing up there?"
Right, right.
That's the only thing he says up there. So I don't think we know for sure where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people talking about like Kirby being an opening kill. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think so. I think it would be a waste of a character if you just bring her back just to kill her off at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you kill her off. If you want to kill her off, you at least do it after, a whole film is done towards the end of 6 or in 7 at least, make her the hero of the whole thing. One of the heroes at least. But I always thought it would be so cool to see, Sydney is back at home, whatnot, and what a great way to bring her back into the story by making it personal again, an attack on her husband and her kids, But this is the problem with that. We already did the surviving an opening kill with Jenna Ortega.
We did.
So doing it again at that point, I don't want to see Patrick Dempsey come back just to get killed, because I wouldn't like that. Nope, that would not be good for me. But if I had to switch that out with somebody, I would, like, I hate to say this, but maybe Martha Meeks. I don't know. Martha Meeks and who knows who she's married with or is divorced with. Who knows what's going on there. But it's the problem is, though, it's like you're also trying to introduce a new audience to this too. And maybe a little less than 50% of the people that saw Scream 5 are going to go back and watch the originals. So to them, Scream 6 is technically going to be the second one in this new revamped requel trilogy. So I could see them pulling off some random opening kill again too, but I would love to see something that kind of hits really close to home to really start the middle chapter of a trilogy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And so I guess then, because like you say, we don't want it to be, you don't want to bring Kirby back just to kill her in the opening. So how do you feel about the idea of Radio Silence kind of going back to the original roots of bringing in a celebrity opening kill? Remember, because we had Drew Barrymore, Scream 2, we had Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett Smith, right? And so in the first two films, we had that celebrity kill. Of course, Scream 4, we had all the celebrity cameos in the stab openings.
Kristen Bell.
Oh, gosh, yes. Lucy or Hale.
Lucy
or
Hale, yep.
Lucy Hale. And so Scream 3, we had Cotton. That was a little bit different. But how would you feel about bringing in a real popular actor, that's not in the Scream universe, someone like a Samara Weaving or someone.
Remember the Selena Gomez thing?
Oh gosh, that's Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez rumor.
Man, that was beat to the ground,
Dude,
man.
I know, man.
I kept on every time you turn around. Selena Gomez is going to be the opening kill. It was like everybody was spreading this rumor around like crazy.
But Samara Weaving, that would be cool.
It would be cool. She's a celebrity.
Sticking to meta. Meta. Radio Silence worked with her before. That's pretty meta.
Very much. Yeah, and she's from a horror movie, Ready or Not. I mean, it could be really cool.
You could even poke fun. Like Ghostface could be like, "Are you ready or not?" Like something like that to kind of play along with her. I'd be down for it.
Yes. I would love that. Now, the thing about it, there's another part of me too, because we were talking about on the Lethal Collective earlier. Samara Weaving would make a really good character. I mean, a
I
good actor to
know.
be actually in the movie for like a
Yeah.
long time.
Yep.
Even if she doesn't live
Yep.
at the end. But it's like, do you want to kill her so quickly? I don't know, but I think it would
Yeah.
be cool though. I kind of missed the big celebrity cameo like the first
I
two
know.
movies. I thought that was so cool
Hmm.
and so different. What's up, Denisha? I see you there. Welcome. Glad you can make
Hey,
it tonight.
Denisha.
And Tori's here as well. What's up, Tori?
What's up, Horror Tori?
Always good to see you. So for me, yeah, I want to see an opening kill that reverts back to the old original first two movies. I want a celebrity, a big star, a well-known, a modern current actor or
Yeah.
actress to get killed in the opening. That's
Yeah.
my hope. That's
Yeah.
my hope. Now,
Yeah.
they could do a lot of stuff, like you say, Jack. They could kill. Hey, they could kill Chad in the opening scene.
It could.
I mean, they could kill him right up front. They saved him
Yep.
just to bring him back and kill him in the first 10 minutes. I mean, that wouldn't shock me if he dies as an
Nope.
opening kill and that gets everybody, a whole thing going again, you know?
I'd be down for it. I think that'd be pretty cool. I do. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, because
And
I thought that he was going to die in the last one anyway. I was already in
yeah.
my mind, right?
Yeah.
That he was going to die, but
My mom was shocked. She's like, "Oh, he's alive." I said, "Yep, that's how I thought in the theater."
yeah.
I see Jacqueline says she says something about they probably couldn't bring Dempsey back. I read a few years back an interview with Patrick Dempsey, and they briefly mentioned Scream 3 in the interview, and he did openly say that he was willing to return. I mean, he was talking about how Wes Craven passed away and how like he didn't think that there was going to be another one, but I'm like 90% sure that like is at least open-minded to it. I mean, he's constantly growing in the acting field and whatnot, and since Scream 3, he's grown a lot through Grey's Anatomy and all those other projects that he's done. But Patrick Dempsey, I mean, how cool would that be to have him
Oh, man.
back, man? Like,
I think it'd be
dude.
amazing. I think it'd be so great.
Woo.
In fact, I did a whole video this week on the return of
did?
Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yep. Spent a whole video just talking about bringing him back and how much I want to see him. And I want to see him back like in a significant manner.
Yes.
Like I think I even said in the video, I want him to be on the screen as long as he was in Scream 3. I want that length of screen time. Could you imagine if he's in the FBI? Which I like to see him as a federal agent now.
Me too.
And maybe he's a profiler. Could you imagine FBI profiler? And they have these ghost face killings, and the ghost face killings are happening in Woodsboro, and then they're happening in New York with Gail, and it's going across the states. Well, you know what
cult,
happens?
right?
The cult thing is happening, and guess
Yeah.
what? When you cross state lines, it's a federal investigation. You now get the federal government. So now you got the FBI investigating, not just the local police.
Oh.
And we find out these murders are happening and they're connected, but they're all around the place. I'm telling you, the Stu cult, baby, is in the works. It's happening back behind the scenes. And it all started with Stu Macher placing the dreaded ad that brought Amber and Richie together, and he manipulated them, and those were the first two. And what we don't know is that there are many, many more,
Oh, I
and
can't wait.
they're not just in California. The
Yeah.
Dreaded post is all over the world. Dude,
Oh,
Jack,
my
get it up.
Gosh.
Let's go. Get it up. Everybody in the chat, it's the Stew Train time, baby. Hit it right now. Get it up. Get those hashtags going. Hashtag, give me your best hashtag for Stew. Lay it in.
Up.
Get it up, baby. Let's go. The Stew Train is rumbling. Listen to it chug. It is rumbling, folks.
It's a scream, baby.
It's a
I'll
scream,
be right
baby.
back.
That's right. I love it, man. Yes, sir. The Stew Train. And just a reminder, guys, if you don't have your Stew Train ticket, what are you doing, as Fate Decided would say? Look here, man. $5 super chat right now. You will get a Stew Train ticket. I will email it to you. I will send it to you in social media, wherever you want. Created by friend of the family and a Cravenite, Carrie Crave Cinema, who's in here right now with us. She created this for me, and it's a $5 super chat. Will get you a Stew Train ticket. Just do a $5 super chat and just put in your chat Stew Train, and I will get that to you after the live stream. Because, guys, this is the time to get ready. And guess what, Jack? You and I are going to talk offline because next month, in the month of May, my plan is to have a complete Stu Macher 3-hour live stream where we do nothing but talk about every possible theory of Stu Macher. We're going to talk about every objection of why they don't think it could happen, and we're going to dismantle them all on a live stream together. It is going to be the most epic Stu Macher stream you will have ever witnessed.
Man.
And we're going to have a theme song. Jack,
Oh,
we're
yeah?
going to have a theme
Yep.
song.
It'll be done by then. I'm
We're
this
gonna
close to getting it done. Yep.
Listen, no rush, but we're gonna get all this orchestrated.
Yep.
Now check this out. I am actually ordering my very own conductor's hat.
Oh.
I am gonna have a legit, straight up conductor's hat. I'm gonna have my conductor's whistle. We are going to, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to melt down YouTube with the Stu Train. It's coming hard in May. And you guys, all my Cravenites, everybody here, we're going to get it up. That's right. Get it up because it's coming.
Hashtag get it up. Hashtag get it up.
Get it up. That's right. I love it. Here they come. Bring it on. I just love this. Look at all this. Look at it.
I love it.
Just pouring in, pouring in, pouring in.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone. This is so beautiful. These days, you got to have a sequel.
Because these days, you gotta have a sequel.
Jordan says at this point, if he's not in the movie, I'll just download be pissed. Ooh, yeah, baby.
Man. But Carrie said something.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, dude, I don't know what it is. I have been having these daydreams of just sitting in the theater and watching this movie and seeing like 5 or 6 Ghostface just totally go to town on somebody. Like we've never seen before. Like a work of art, man. That would be beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely, man, I'm telling you. I'm like, why you have to do this? It's like, come on, man.
I know.
You just got to do it, Radio Silence. Please let
James
and guys, come on, man. You this really needs to happen.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
I love it. Oh my gosh, get it up. This just warms my heart, because I am the self-proclaimed conductor of the Stu Train, and all of my Cravenites, all of our Stu Train boarding pass, everyone, we are going to load up this train, and it is going to come crashing through.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Mm-hmm. And Jen says the Stu stream does not need to have fate in it. Well, Jen, you are a moderator. Oh, I'm just saying, you are one of my moderators. So,
you know what, Steve? Get Fate on one of these streams. We'll have you and I, and then we'll have the contradicting opinions, and let's see how it flows.
Well, here's the thing. I think there's 2 things we do. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to have a Stu Macher celebration stream where we lay it down for 3 hours. I mean, we pour it on, baby, and then we have something else, a different time, where we get. But here's the thing with Fate. And I was talking to Gory B Movie Saturday night. He was a guest on the channel.
Haley, right?
With Haley. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Haley. Yeah. Who, by the way, just published her very first Screen Rant article. She's a writer for Screen Rant.
Nice.
Just posted it today. It's really good. So, anyway, we were talking about, we think the approach is with Fate, we've got to come in slowly with Fate. We got to bring him in easy. Because if we go too aggressive, it's just going to shut him down,
Of course, yeah.
So we have a year. We've got a year, basically, just under a year. So that's a lot of time. So we're going to work on it, though. Donna, get it up. I love it, Bob. Hashtag it was only a TV. Absolutely.
I'm going to grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go for it, buddy.
Yep.
All right, Christopher, $10 super chat. Thank you. This is a Stu Train ticket for me and at Jordan Talks Film. All right. Awesome. You got it. Just, I will get with you afterwards, and if you could, actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna make it real simple. If the 2 of you would get in touch with me on social media, you can hit me up on my Instagram or my Twitter. either one, the Twitter or Instagram. If you could do that, just send me a quick message there, and here's where you can reach me at. If you're not following me on social media yet, there you go. Just hit me up on the Twitter there at the bottom or Instagram, and I can email it to you. Just to give me your email address, or if you just want me to send it to you in the the actual direct message, that's fine too. But I will be happy to do that. Please do that, folks. Please send me that note, and I will get you your Stu Train tickets, because you got to have a ticket, man. I mean, you got to have a ticket for the Stu Train. You don't want to be late. You don't want to be late on this one, because the Stu Train is coming. All right. Rock on, man. And by the way, while we're waiting for Jack to come back, this is a great time. I want to acknowledge all of my patrons and my channel members, which now are referred to as Cravenites. You're a Cravenite if you're a channel member. And you can become a channel member. If you're here tonight and you're in the stream and you're not currently a channel member, it's real simple. All you have to do is click the join button right next to the subscribe button on this live stream or on my channel. You click that little join button and you'll have an opportunity to be a channel member and become a Cravenite. Your name will turn green in the live chat. So everyone who's green name, that's a Cravenite. That's a channel member. You can be one too. And what's really awesome is you'll get some amazing perks, some really fun stuff, and you'll also be invited to an exclusive members-only live stream once a month. We're going to watch a movie together in real time, live, just for my Cravenites only. So if you want to get in on that, and you want to be a part of that and get an invitation to the exclusive live stream, that's all you got to do. Just join one of those tiers. There's 5 different tiers, and one of them allows you an opportunity to be with me on an actual live stream. So 2 of you already have joined that level. So there's going to be some members perk live streams coming up very soon. Actually, one later on this month. So stay tuned. But I want to acknowledge everyone. First, I want to say hello to my patrons. Thank you guys. Thanks to all my patrons. Appreciate you guys for your support over on Patreon. And for my channel members, you guys are the best. Let me turn my banner off so we get everyone's name in. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Cravenites. All of you guys. You just blow me away with your support. I'm so humbled, and I'm so grateful for your support of the channel, and it just means the world to me. So if you want to be added to this list and become a Cravenite and get all the fun perks of being a member, just click the join button and we'll rock and roll. It'll be a good time, and you'll be a Cravenite. So appreciate your support. All right, now I think that was what I wanted to cover. Oh, one last thing I'll cover while we're waiting on Jack. Also, I have a merchandise store. So listen, if you guys want to buy any merchandise, and some of you guys have actually got some shirts ordered already. I've got some shirts. You guys have ordered some hoodies, some masks already. If you guys want to get hooked up with some Craven Something Scary official merch store, it is open and you can shop for different items. I'll put a link for it in the chat. So that way it'll just be easy for you, that you can just go check it out after the live stream's over. And, if you find something that you like, I worked hard to get these things created for you that I think they're pretty cool looking stuff. So here you go. Here's the link right here for the official store here coming your way. And thank you guys to everyone who's bought shirts. I want to see pictures. When you get your Craven Something Scary merch on, I want to see pictures, please. I'm very excited to see you wearing the shirts. All right. Jacqueline, I think you're referring to the idea of the cult, I'm thinking. Yeah, that is big time chills, man. I'm telling you, for real.
Jacqueline, if that happens, you send me a message as soon as you get out of the theater and be like, it happened. They did it.
Yes. Yes. Elaine says, very chills. That's what exactly. Like I says, Stu Face. We all know who he is. That's right. Hashtag Stu Lives. Yes, he does.
It's a stew. I like that.
It's a stew.
It's a stew.
Yes. Telling you. Yeah, buddy. And I know the other one I love too. I haven't seen it yet tonight unless I've missed it. Hashtag Amber Lies. Or hashtag Amber Lied.
Oh, I love that.
Dewey.
That's right. Hey, here's my proof that even the Stu Train goes outside of this. I was telling you backstage, I went to that open mic last night,
Yeah.
And I was talking to this guy, and we were talking about Scream, and he was like, "Oh, I almost walked out of the theater when they killed Dewey." And I said, "Hey," I was like, "don't you think that maybe that could have been Stu?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I never thought of it that way." So the Stu train, it goes right
Yes.
outside of this circle. It's spreading. It is spreading.
It is spreading. It just makes it just makes sense, man.
Hmm.
It really does. And
Yep.
I will tell you, I'm making a video soon, and I'm kind of torn because my plan was this week. I've already have the kind of an outline of what I want to do. It's a Stu Mocker video, and I've already done one already where I pointed out 3 things in the movie that point to Stu. That
Yeah.
video's been out for a little while,
Yeah.
but I thought about updating it, basically taking I already have there, but I have a couple of new things that after
Good.
watching the movie 7 times now, I've picked up on some stuff,
Yeah.
and just make a new one and kind of show the reasons why, or the clues for Stu. That's the name of the video. If I do it,
Yeah.
it's called the clues for Stu. But then I thought, Jack, well, maybe I should hold off and save it for the live stream next month. But then I thought to myself, no, I mean, I'm torn. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit torn.
Well, you could do both. You could expand on it in the live stream. Do the video,
That's
and
true.
then we expand on it afterwards. I like that.
That's a great. Okay, good. I like that too because I was really wanting to do the video because I think people will really enjoy it,
Yeah.
it's the clues for Stu,
Yep.
and after you
Oh
ran
yeah.
in the Candyman, his heart's broken. That's
It's funny. You said you watched it 7 times. I watched it about 6 times, and I notice little things every time I watch it. Like when Dewey's watching Gail, and right as Sam and Richie are walking into Dewey's trailer, you hear very briefly in the background, Gail says, "If I ever decide to get bangs again, start an intervention." Dude, it's so good.
yes,
So
and
good.
I didn't pick up on that like the first 2 times. And it's totally there right before he turns the TV off. He's like, yeah, I'm like, how funny is that? Isn't that
Beautiful
great?
moment. It's so good.
It's so awesome. I love it, man. I love it. Uh, there's a lot in that movie. It's definitely warrants watching like multiple times. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I've already I'm up to 7 times now,
Oh yeah.
and I'm I think I want to go another. I still want to go more. I want to go more. I want to get it up to like 12, 13 times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And for all my moderators who are here, just FYI, if you're a moderator and you're here in the chat, feel free if you see any trolls or any spam, any of that kind of junk. I'm trying to catch up to the chat, but if you happen to see it, go ahead and just go ahead and block them out. It's cool. You're good. Please do.
Take the
Thank
fly
you.
swatter and go.
Yep. Just smash them, guys. Smash
Yeah.
them down. And we'll take care of it. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, people. I know I'm doing something right when I start getting people, some spammers coming in, thinking it's worth their time to come in to post their garbage. I'm like, well,
Ah.
and what I hate it, and then the other side of it is like, well, I guess that means I'm making a footprint somewhere because they care enough to come to the stream to do it. Let's see. Mega Cat says, "Is your show all Wes Craven and screen fanboy? I don't know, maybe shows. Not necessarily. I do a lot also coverage of Halloween. Halloween ends. In fact, I just put 2 Halloween ends videos up the last 2 days. So I'm gonna be doing a Halloween ends stream soon. This month will be dedicated to Halloween.
You need
And
anything, man? I always want to do a Halloween stream, dude. You let me know.
I've got you in mind for that later this month. I'll
Okay.
reach out to you and talk about it. 'Cause I know that how passionate you are about Halloween, and I've been wanting to talk Halloween again for a little while now. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I love West Cape, but no, I'm going to cover Nope. I've already done a video on Nope. I've done a video on X, and and I'm doing a video tomorrow. I'll give you guys a preview on Evil Dead Rises,
Oh,
the new
I
Evil
just
Dead.
started Ash versus Evil Dead. I just started the show. Dude,
Okay, that's
I was
awesome.
talking to Carrie. I was like, I just finished the Evil Dead trilogy with like Army of Darkness. Like, give me some sugar, baby. You
Give me
know,
some sugar, baby. Absolutely.
dude. And I just started the show, and I love it, man.
Oh, it's great. It's a lot of fun. It really
So good.
is. So yeah, I'm pulling together some information now. Actually, I was earlier for the live stream. So tomorrow I'll be posting it. It's going to be basically a whole of where we're at, basically
Love it.
the full status of the movie. What do we know? All that good stuff on Evil Dead. So yeah, no, there's different stuff, absolutely different stuff. But Scream is my favorite franchise of all films. It's my number one. I love all of the movies, and especially the Wes Craven ones. Those are my favorites. I still
Oh
like
yeah.
five, but it's different. It's a little different kind of category for me.
Yeah.
And I love the Halloween franchise, and I love slashers in general
Oh
for as
yeah.
a rule. So
Evil Dead is so good because especially those first two, the stop motion. Oh man, so good.
yes, Jacqueline Clues for Stu has Scooby Doo vibes. Heck yeah. I'm all about Scooby Doo, man. I
Yeah.
buy every Scooby Doo movie that comes out. I
Those
still
never get
do.
old. They're so good.
Oh
Scooby
yeah,
Doo.
yeah. They never get old. You're right. I mean, I can still watch the original Scooby Doo. Where Are You? The ones that came out in the '60s that I watched when I was
Oh
growing
yeah.
up as a kid, and I've seen them so many times, and I still love them. I never
I
get
love
tired
it.
of them. Kind of like Scream. I can watch it over and over and over, and I absolutely never get tired of it. So
I think I'm gonna do
that's
a Matthew Lillard Scooby Doo stream, like a watch party.
oh yeah, there you go. That's
Spooky
so
Island.
awesome. Mega Cat, hey Cat, thank you. I'm glad you found us too. I'm glad you found the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because I post videos just about every day. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. While you're here on the channel, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're having a good time. All right, so back to hold on a second. What do we got here? We got Jordan talks with a what's up, Jordan, with a $2 super chat. Thank you. Including all film genres, is Scream still your favorite of all time?
Is that what that means? I was like FOAT. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I was like,
Favorite of all times.
I know GOAT is greatest of all time. So what
Yeah.
would I was like, what would F be? And I'm like, it's got to be
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first I was like, yeah, all films. I think it is. Yeah,
That's
I
mine.
think I
Yep.
think it is. Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
I would. That's my favorite over anything.
Mhm.
I mean, any over like any back. And I love Back to the Future.
Mhm.
That is an iconic film. I
Mhm.
mean, Star Wars, any of the iconic films, I would still take Scream
Yeah.
over all of
Mine,
those
mine
films.
is Star Wars and then Scream. But the two of them are like
Makes
you
sense.
can't compare the two of them. You
No,
know,
they're so
they're
different.
number one. They're both number one at my spot. Those are like the two sagas that like if new content is coming out from them, I'm there. That's it.
Yeah.
Sold.
Automatic. Yes, that's awesome. I mean, it's, and I get that. I mean, those are amazing movies.
Yeah.
Especially for me, the Star Wars. Oh, and we won't talk a lot of Star Wars here, but I'll just say the episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Oh,
That's
dude.
that's where it's at for me. That's really
Beautiful.
where
Yep.
those three, and Rogue One.
Oh,
Those four movies are amazing.
yeah, man.
All right. Let's see. Bob is in with a super chat. $5 super chat. What you got, Bob? Would you like it if Nick Cave wrote a new version? Oh, yes.
Red Right Hand 3.
Yes.
Dude. Oh, I'd lose
Absolutely.
it.
Man, I'll tell you what. If there was any way I could get away with it without YouTube shutting this stream down,
Yeah.
I would be throwing up Red Right Hand right now. I would
Yeah.
be I would be playing it in the background like the whole stream.
Yeah.
Because
So
go ahead.
I have Nick Cave's album on vinyl that has Red Right Hand, so I spin that every once in a while. And then he just released a vinyl called Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, the B-sides, and they're like the versions of stuff that they haven't released yet. And they finally released the Scream 3 stream. I mean, the
Seriously?
Scream 3 version, and like
Really?
confirmed that that's an official band song. And I got the vinyl for it, and I spun it, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
That is amazing, man. Oh my
So good.
gosh. Wow. I'm jealous, bro. Good for you. That's so
I
cool.
gotta show you the Scream vinyl box set that I have of all the soundtracks from
Yeah.
Marco. Oh,
Oh man. Now I bet you have a pretty nice audio setup too, don't you? Your
Yeah,
speakers
yeah.
set up. I bet it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Zach helped
That's
me
awesome.
invest in it, so
And that's the word. invest, and that
Uh huh.
because and I understand. I know that world very well,
Yeah.
and you just said it right. It is
Yep.
investing. It's an investment.
Absolutely.
But people invest in all kinds of things. It's no different. It's just that you want to have that if you can do it, it's great to have that
Yeah.
sound, the quality. It does make a difference, huge
Yeah.
difference.
Hmm.
But Bob, you also make a difference. You know what? Who else makes a difference? All of you guys. Bob, you make a huge difference. Thank you, buddy, for the $5 super chat and for a great idea. I would love to see that happen. Would be so
Yeah.
cool. Let's see here. And Jordan with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Jordan. Talks film. Halloween. Okay. Scream. Ooh, and John Wick.
Oh,
Those
nice.
are that's some choice grade A stuff right there.
Nice.
Yes. John Wick just that's just a
Yeah.
movie that's just fun. It's over the top, and you go into it because that's why you watch it because it is. It's just. But I'll tell you something about John Wick. His actual fighting and stuff. That stuff is like legit. He actually
Yeah.
is fighting these people. That's really actually trained for this stuff. It's not just all CGI work, which is I appreciate.
So cool.
Okay, let's see. I shot him 6 times. Who do you see being the killers in Scream 6? If it's not Leslie Mocker or Tara's dad, I feel they're the top two suspects leading into the movie if they're in it, which they should be. Okay. Well, Jack, let's talk about this
Yeah. Yep.
because there's a lot of implications here. Anytime we start predicting killers, the stew factor has to play in, right? Because if
Hmm.
we're on the stew train, if that's really where if our conviction lies in that,
Oh
then that
yeah.
has to always be the overarching thing. So
Yeah.
so Jack, tell me who do you see as being the killers right now? What would you? And again, we don't know all the characters in the movie yet. We don't know who all's that could change everything. So
Yeah.
won't hold you to it. But for
Yeah.
tonight, right this moment, with what your information, what do you want to see for the killers?
I
This
would
is
love to see Leslie Mocker in the film.
hmm
I would love to have her hint at the fact that her brother is alive. I mean, that would be a cool way to kind of jump into the segue of Stu returning. Is like, I don't want to see Leslie Mocker be just like her brother. Um,
okay.
but as the killers, I don't know. I feel like Scream 6 is going to be a pivotal moment in the series because I have a feeling they're going to start going the cult route, excuse me, in 6, versus just all of a sudden in 7 there's a big cult that just pops up. I don't know if they're going to show Stu in 6 or not, if that's going to be saved for 7, but I've always found it fascinating to have like, I mean, Sam's mother is a suspect. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
she is very like, just the way they were talking about her in that new movie of like, she's a drunk and she told everybody that who your real father was, this and that. I wouldn't be shocked if she had some affiliation with it. She just happens to be out of town in this fifth
Yeah.
movie,
Yep.
Um, but also, I'm on the side of like talking about a cult, and I know some people disagree with me on this, but imagine when the big cult reveal happens. We see characters revealed as the killer that we've seen throughout the movie, but there's also characters that you haven't seen, and you're like, oh my god, who the heck is this? And it's just this big cult, and that's it. I and that's the toughest thing for so long. You kind of know the formula of these movies so far, having 5 films deep in already, but going on the 6th one and like not knowing anything yet so far, besides that the script is out and they're shooting in Canada, and Courtney Cox was on that cast list on the thing that Destination
Yes.
sent us. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Eric sent us.
Eric.
But I honestly have no idea. I'm like trying to. I would assume Sam's mother would be a suspect. Stu, obviously, that's a giveaway. That's my money's on that already. I know a lot of people are even saying that maybe Sam has some affiliation with this, and that would be a big twist. I don't know if I'd particularly like that, but I mean, that would be something new and different, and I'd be all for it.
Yeah, it would. I'm one of those who is of the opinion that I would like to see Sam.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at that shot, man! I just one of my favorite shots. So look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to see her fully give in. I
Yeah.
just
That'd be awesome.
embrace it and let it go. Just
Yeah.
take it and just let that inner drive to just come out of vengeance and savagery that we saw when she destroyed, and I mean destroyed, Richie. Just mutilated that man with 23 stabs and 3 gunshots. I mean,
Yeah.
total overkill.
And
But
she's
it was
playing victim the whole time, and she was involved in it since the start.
since the start. Yes. Man, when she came out of her shell right there and she just let it rip, I mean literally let it rip, man. I'm telling you, it was the best kill. I say it over and over again. It's the best kill of Scream 5 for me.
Yep.
My most favorite by far. The Ghostface killings all fall short of this one. And I said, okay, that version of Melissa, that version of Sam rather, I want that. That's what I want. I want more of that right there. And if she's a Ghostface killer, we'll get that. The whole movie. Oh, and Tara, let's be honest. I really believe, for me, Tara is the
final
star.
girl.
She's
Yep.
the final girl. Yes, she is. She is the one that I feel is the strongest actor of the two. I'm going to be
Oh
be
my
open and
gosh.
transparent.
By far.
I think it's obvious to me when I see it. I'm like, and I've watched this movie 7 times, and every time, Jack, I go into it with an open mind. I say, I'm gonna watch Melissa Barrera again. Maybe this is the time. This time, it'll be the one that works. I'll connect with her, and every time she's in any of those scenes where she's trying
hospital
to
scene
be,
in particular.
that one is the
That-
biggest.
that was
it's
it.
the
That was
that
it.
was the
Yep.
one. I'm sorry. I can't connect to her. I don't feel anything she says she feels. It doesn't
no
come
tears.
through. There's no tears. And
nothing.
I said it on Saturday, Jack. She does this kind of like when you're a kid and you're trying to fake like you're upset and you're like
Yeah.
and Jack and
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and that's what it was. I said that's like a 10-year-old when they're trying to act like they're upset and they want to get their way for something.
Yeah. So, and our father was standing right beside us,
Yeah, and he's the reason that he left us.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
reason. I'm just like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Sam. I
nope.
don't feel it.
No,
I just
the only way they could save that is making her a killer, and it would be obvious that she was faking it the whole time.
beautiful. Now, see, if she was a psychopath, it would make perfect sense because those who can't feel, they don't have empathy, they don't have these emotions that you're supposed to have, and they have to fake them to be normal, and that would totally make sense. See, then I would honestly, Jack, I would say brilliant. I'd say that was a brilliant acting job.
I know.
Because I didn't feel it. She pulled it off. She did it exactly right. You know what? Fingers crossed that that's actually what's going to happen.
How
Because,
awesome.
that would be amazing if that turns out to be the case. And I'm sure I'll take some hate for that. And I understand. And it's nothing against Melissa. I'm not attacking the actor. I'm strictly talking about delivery, and in these scenes were just flat. I'm sorry. I'm trying. And I really mean it. I'm trying. I'll watch it I'm going to keep watching it. I'll watch it an 8th time, a 9th, a 10th. I'll keep. But I just don't. Every time I watch it, it just never gets better. That
And I
part
know-
never gets better.
Melissa and Courtney, they've become best friends since the shooting. I mean, they make TikToks and everything together now. So I knew right away just from that. I think that got Courtney's excitement up a little bit because they bonded so much over it.
Yeah.
So I had a feeling Courtney was going to return, but I don't know. For me, it just until that scene where she's with Richie at the end. I don't know. Even when she's holding the knife up to Richie in the basement and is like, "There's always 2 killers" or something. Or he says that. Um, I don't know. There's just even when she's untying Tara, like there's just something about I think her expressions that just feel very stale. And I've seen her in other stuff like dramas, and there was that one like dance movie or musical movie. Yeah.
Yep.
And she was good in that. But I think playing scared and playing in a horror movie, I just don't know if it fits her.
Yep,
But
I agree.
I mean, up until that scene when I saw her go into town on him, like then I was sold. But up until then, yeah. Nothing.
No, me too.
Yep.
And, I mean, when she let loose, when she says, "Don't f with the daughter of a serial killer,"
Ooh.
and that knife, which I thought was whoever's idea it was for that shot with the knife through both cheeks,
You
was
see it in the mouth?
brilliant. Yes,
Yeah.
that was. I love that shot. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, go girl. And then I'm like, she's just gonna stab him a couple times and it's gonna be over. And that scene goes for like 30 seconds. I mean, I'm like, we're still going. We're still going. And it's just total rage unleashed.
Yeah.
I loved her then. I'm with you, Jack. I'm telling you, you and I are on the same page. Because that's when I said, okay, now I like this version of her. But it took that kind of a scene, though, for her to like come out of her shell or whatever.
If they go the route of like your past doesn't define you and they make her just like a normal good character, I won't buy it, man. I mean, yes, I believe your past does not define who you are. I believe you can change, but I mean, I can't see her succeeding in this saga playing like a Sydney character. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So
no.
Yeah.
That right there is what she needs to do. That's where she's her best.
Yeah.
In this movie. Just what a shot, man.
Yeah,
that is ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I want to see what happens in 6, of course. But man, if she is the same character as we saw in 5, pre-stabbing Richie, bro, I can't. I think at that point I'm going to officially say that it was incorrectly cast. They messed up. They just messed up.
She's got to go total malignant on everybody there, just going slash, slash, going nuts.
Buddy. Yes. Total malignant.
Yep.
I shot him 6 times with a $2 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your support. Really, really do, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, that's my problem with Sam. Now, on the other hand, and not to beat a dead horse, so we kind of touched on it already, but Tara, she communicated her emotion, man. In that hospital scene, when Sam is talking to her and she's not speaking, she's just looking at her and her tears are welling up. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I felt Tara without her even talking. Yeah. I could already feel, it looked real to me. Like, this is a real thing. She's experiencing these emotions and it's communicating to me. Yeah. And she literally outshined Melissa Barrera and all their scenes together. Yeah. With the exception of killing Richie, but they weren't really together then either.
Right.
Tara, I really wish they would have cast it the other way around.
Yeah.
Where Tara had been Sam and Jenna had been Sam and Melissa had been Tara. That would have been so much better. Because then Jenna could have shined in that more lead role. And I also understand that, and I've even said it myself, she's on antipsychotic medications. It's going to affect your personality. Yep. It's going to numb a lot of things. So, in fairness, I will say this, and so I'm not ignoring this fact. I know that that's the thing. And so, in fairness to her, she might be trying to act more like she would be on medication, where you're more numb, you're not as raw with your emotions as you normally are. That could be a factor, right? But I just wish she would have given, if that's what she was doing, a little bit more authenticity to the character to me. Yeah. Would have made me love her, rather than be like, okay, I can tolerate her for the most part. I love Tara. I love Jenna.
Oh.
Richie, brilliant. I love Richie's performance.
There's one character that I'm so glad that they killed off. That's Amber. You know what? I'll take her as the killer if that means she won't. No hate to the actress at
No,
all.
right?
But if making her the killer in 5 means that she won't come back in 6 and 7, I'm sold. That's fine. Pull up the picture, Steven.
Bro, I gotta do it because when honestly, I was scrolling as
Yeah.
you were about to say it. I said, I know it. I know what he's gonna say, and you did. And you ready, guys? Here's Amber Freeman. Her whole role is encapsulated in one picture, and there it is. Look at that face. That is, and then I'm not shaming her looks. I'm talking about the expression on her face. That expression is that entire character for the hour and 54 minutes.
In
That's
this
it.
scene, right before she reveals herself and she comes in and she's like, "What did you do?" When Sam's over Mindy trying to help her.
Yeah.
She's like, "I was with Tara. One of you is the killer." Like that whole just.
Yes.
I don't know. I was like, you know what? Let's just make her the killer, just so she gets killed off at the end of this movie, and that's it.
Right. I know.
Oh my God.
I was like, because she just drove me batty. She just drove me. I just could not stand that. Those type of personalities already turn me off when people are just always so negative and so overbearing. In real life, like those people, I avoid them at all costs because I don't like. It just stresses me out. I don't like to be around it. And life's too short to be negative all the time. It is. But when I saw her, I'm like, oh gosh, this is. And I always used to say that, nah, 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 like a chihuahua that just nips at you. She's like a nipper.
She's like girlfriend repellent check,
Girlfriend repellent check. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Can't. Yeah.
Woo, man. So I will say this as far as our returning characters, we've got Sam. Again, none of this is official. We were still waiting to hear the official word, but we're assuming everyone's coming back with Sam and Tara, and I don't have a picture loaded in for Mindy, but we know Mindy and we know Chad and we know Gail, of course, and the one we're waiting for, Jack, and I want to get your thoughts now, and everybody in the chat, what do you guys think? Are we going to see the Queen of Scream return, Mrs. Nev Campbell? Are we going to see Sidney Prescott, the Queen? Will she come back? What say you, man? Yes?
Yes. I think that these directors got both Courtney and Nev excited again to return for another sequel. I could just see it, the way that they talk about this new movie, even though Nev doesn't agree with what they did with Dewey, I can just see like there's a different light in both of their eyes now when they talk about this new trilogy or the 5th and 6th movie. It's like they're intrigued again. I think, I'm assuming on set they all got along, they all worked together. I think Nev respected the fact that Matt and Tyler both like listened to her critiques and respected her. I would not be shocked. I mean, I would be shocked if she didn't come back for this 6th one. Now, I mean, will she come back and have a main character role like she did in the first 2 and then 4? I don't think so. But I think they're going to save that for 7. I think 7 is going to be the real big finale ending where everybody comes together. But, like, I just keep thinking to myself how cool it would be if, like, Scream 7 caps off the saga and like we got the same final girl through every single movie. That's unheard of. Like that is so rare, man. So I really think she'll come back. I really do.
Yeah, man. I sure hope so, man. And but she was the last one to sign on last time. So
that's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of like when you go see a concert. They have the opening bands that sign on, then or not sign on, but come out, and then the final, the biggest name, the opening, not the opening act, but talking about the main event comes last, and it almost seems fitting, almost in that kind of vein, if everyone signs on, they announce them all first, and then Sydney or Nev is last because she's
the
like
feature presentation.
Yeah, feature presentation. Thank you. Yes, remember those trailers? And now our feature
Yeah,
presentation.
yeah.
Remember that? I used to VHS on VHS rentals. They used
Yes,
to always
yeah.
have it on
You'd
there.
get so excited. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes, it's time. Good night, Carrie, if you're still here. Thank you for
Good night,
coming
Carrie.
in. We appreciate you. As always, man. Well, I'll talk soon. We love you too. Yeah, man. I think you're right. I think Nev is coming back. I do believe it will happen. And I think I will. Like I say, I think she'll be the last again. I think she will flat out
It's
wait to
sad
the
to
last
say
minute and come back.
because I have a feeling Courtney Cox is going to be like the bigger Dewey role in this movie. I just have that feeling. And I would not be shocked if they did kill her off. I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't
Yeah.
it wouldn't hit me like Dewey's death hit me.
Yeah.
And then if they did go that route, I could see Nev again having a smaller role like she did in 5, and then 7, that is her film to shine with the new characters to put an end to all of this.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Because remember, if we're talking about trilogy, they're already thinking about 7.
Yep.
So whatever we see in 6, remember the end game is 7. So they're not going to put it all in 6 because there's more. There's another ending chapter to the story. Jason's asked the question. I see Jason's been wanting to talk Halloween all night. Yeah, man, we're going to talk Halloween, and just not tonight. This is just our Scream night. But however, I love Halloween, as I mentioned earlier already. And probably will do a Halloween stream next week. So just stay tuned. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel and put the bell notifications on, because whenever I do post the stream, you'll get notified that it's you can go set a reminder. But it is coming, Jason, because I love Halloween and I love talking Halloween ends because it's a lot to talk about. But not tonight. We're gonna save that for its own stream so that we can really give it the time it deserves to dig into. But please hang out for the rest of the night. Talk Scream if you like Scream, or just hang out. Either way, but definitely keep your eyes out for the next
You
stream.
could join us tomorrow for Halloween stream watch party.
Dude, thank you,
go.
Jack. I totally blanked out. Why, Jack, why don't you? I'm gonna hand you the mic. Why don't you
Sure.
go ahead, share what we're doing tomorrow night on your channel. Tell everyone what's going on, because I want everyone. If you have not subscribed to Jack Stannis' channel, what are you doing? I love that what Fate says. I can't. I gotta stop saying that because that's his thing. But I love it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You guys got to go check out Jack's channel, though. His content is amazing. You already know he's an amazing guy. Just from our live streams, you get a chance to meet him here. But he's got some great stuff. So, Jack, tell him what you and I are doing tomorrow on your channel.
So it's 9:15 Central Time, right? That's it. Tomorrow, that's your time, yeah. So tomorrow at 9:15 Central Time, we are going to venture back to Haddonfield, Illinois, and we are going to watch the requel of the Halloween series, Halloween 2018. But it's not just going to be that. After the movie, we are going to chat theories of how we think this requel trilogy is going to come to a close. So even if you don't want to watch the movie with us, you can join in and you can listen to both of our theories. We got Eric, Bearded Entertainment, is joining us tomorrow as well.
Oh, good.
So
Nice.
the three of us are going to shoot some ideas at each other, and we're going to talk all Halloween. So if you're interested, you come on over. Everybody is welcome. The door is open.
Yes, I can't wait. We're going to have a great time. So
Oh, yeah.
this time tomorrow night, we'll be finishing up Halloween 2018. We're just about to right now at the end of the
can't
movie.
wait.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So, yes, everyone, if you have not subscribed to Jack's channel, be sure. I don't have it in the description below, but I will get it in there. But if you go to Jack's, if you search in for his
Just type
name,
my name.
yeah, it'll
Jack
pop
Styles.
right up. Jack Stannis, it comes right up. You can't miss it. And definitely, he's got some amazing content, some Screen fan films that are very entertaining and well done. So it's trust me, you'll enjoy it. And he's an awesome guy. What are you talking about, man? It's great.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? All right. Christopher Dunn with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Christopher. Her name is Amber Kruger now. That's
yeah.
right.
That fits.
That fits. Amber Kruger. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Appreciate the
This-
super chat.
Is God.
Ooh, man. I tell you. What's
One
up,
of the most
Blucka?
terrifying scenes.
It is. I love that. I mean, talking about another movie we should talk about sometime.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. the original Wes Craven masterpiece.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. All right, so some more theories here we can kick around. We're good if you got the time. We can go a little bit longer if you. I can't if you can, Jack. I don't know what if your
Yeah.
schedule's available, but
Sure. Let's
all
keep
right.
going.
We'll keep going. We still got a good crowd. Got to get just about 50 people still hanging out with us. And by the way, ladies and gents, if you have not yet, please smash that thumbs up button if you could right now. If you would all just real quick move your mouse over or click it on your phone, it would be a big help for me because when this video is done, when this stream is done rather, it will go into replay mode and it really helps the algorithm to send it out to more people. So if you would like more folks who've never seen our stream here that we're doing, this stream tonight, or videos from the channel, do me a favor and just hit that, smash that thumbs up button real fast. It does really help. And that's another big way that you can help the channel out.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, here's my question, Jack. They shocked us, although it wasn't a shock because they pretty much told us through the trailer and all the marketing that we were going to lose one of our heroes of the franchise. And the time came. I just had a gut feeling this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That hospital scene, that darn hospital scene, which they showed like 30 seconds of the trailer, their show is the hospital scene. So that tells you some significant stuff's going to go down. Mm-hmm. And of course it did. Mm-hmm. And the moment that he says, you got to shoot him in the head, and Sam's like, who gives a F? Who gives a, and he says, and he has this almost, do you notice the way he looks at her? He says, I do. Mm-hmm. And the door slams shut. The way he looked on his face.
He accepted his fate. It's like he
Dude.
knew. Yep. I know.
I mean, I'm right now, little joke, getting chill bumps. I'm not afraid or ashamed of it. I'll always be transparent. And I have chill bumps because when he knew, I'm telling you, he knew he was probably not going to come back from that. Yep. I really believe that's what he knew was a good chance it was over. That was his last stand. Mm-hmm. And it was like the way his life was, the way that where he found himself in life, mm-hmm. it mattered to him because he lost his sister to Ghostface. And he saved Sam's sister from Ghostface. So what a redemption to have saved her sister when he couldn't save his own. And beautiful. It's just incredible parallels. And then, he absolutely was resolved. He knew it was going to happen. I think he knew it. Mm-hmm. And he walks back anyway. He drops he empties the cylinder, grabs the speed loader, pops it in. How did you feel, man? From the minute the elevator doors closed to the moment where when we see this right here, look at that. Oh. He's walking down the aisle, the hall, getting ready to turn the corner to walk over to there. What was your feeling? Did you feel like it's happening, like he's dead? Or were you feeling like maybe not? There's a chance.
This is what happened to me when I was going up the escalator to the theaters. Mm-hmm. There's the escalator that goes up to the second floor of the mall, and that's where the theater is, and then there's the escalator going down back to the mall. And I saw this girl crying from across the escalator.
Oh.
And I could swear she said, I can't believe that they killed Dewey. And I didn't even tell Zach that I heard that because I didn't want to spoil it for him, but even so, going in and sitting down in the seat, I was like, no, I didn't hear that. That's not going to happen. Maybe my subconscious was the one saying it to me. And then as soon as that hospital... First, I thought that when he's got Richie on his back, when Ghostface comes out and there's the first attack before Dewey slams him into the case that was there.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be it. But then when he got up and he took Richie, I was like, okay, maybe I didn't hear that. Maybe that wasn't just spoiled for me. Maybe all the rumors were wrong.
Yes.
But as soon as the doors closed, that was it. I was already preparing myself to close my eyes for the thing.
And you know what? I'm with you. I was like, whenever he's like, not today, and he shoots him 3 times, I said, oh, I was wrong. Dewey's gonna
Yep.
live. This
Yep.
he's not gonna die in the hospital because that's why I had been saying it for weeks, for
Yep. I
months. He's gonna
remember.
die in that
Yeah.
hospital. You remember that? I said he's gonna die in that hospital. I can't shake this feeling. And I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I was wrong. That's what I wanted to be wrong." And
Mhm.
I'm like, "I'm
Mhm.
wrong. They're going to let him live. They're going to the elevator, and the minute you
Yep.
know it, the minute he
Oh
says
yeah.
it does to me, that
Mhm.
face, that was it, and it was really sad. And this brings me to another uh, blocking out some spam. This brings me to a point we touched on earlier, and I want to revisit it just for a moment. Okay, so I shot him 6 times. Brings up the point that I want us to revisit. All right, so Jack, I'm telling you right now, Jen Werner, one of my OG subscribers, channel members, the whole 9 yards, first put the idea in my head of Stu possibly being the one who killed Dewey,
Mhm.
and I let it simmer for a little bit, for a day or two, and the more I thought of it, the more it made sense. And then I started thinking about everything more in a different way because I'd only seen the movie twice at that point.
Yeah.
So it was really fresh. I mean, it was really, I didn't have like multiple viewings like I have had now.
Mhm.
I'm on record in saying I am now convinced that Stu was the killer of Dewey.
Yep.
That was him.
Yep.
And the way he killed Dewey, it's not just about strength and height. And people always jump to saying, well, yeah, it was too tall. He was too tall. My point is, before I even talk about any of that, it's the method. It's the way he was killed. Because they purposely let him kill Dewey, Jack, the same way Stu described
Ah.
how you gut someone
Yes.
at the fountain. It's the growing the sternum.
Yep.
And that's what this kill was. And it's the
Yep.
only kill in the whole movie that's done this way, where it's in the gut, and he is literally shoving that knife all the way up through the muscles,
Yep.
through the organs, and I mean, there's no way Amber did that. I don't
It's
believe.
called tact.
It's called tactube. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And I mean, he's sitting there with this knife going all the way up to the chest, up to the upper stomach, and organs falling out, dude.
Jesus.
And it's the exact same method of death that he described at the fountain. And
Oh, yeah.
I believe with the strength it would have taken to do that, Jack, I do not buy it. I'm telling you that was not Amber. I am telling you, I am convinced without a shadow of a doubt. That's right, no shadow of a doubt. In my mind, that was Stu. What say you?
You know what? I'll tell you. If it turns out that it wasn't Stu, I think Scream 5 would be a little bit tarnished for me. I have to be like completely transparent. I mean,
Yep.
even before Dewey, like when Richie is standing in the doorway after Tara hits him with the phone. Again, another callback to Stu. Did you just hit me with the phone? You know, there you go, right
Yes,
there.
that's right.
And he, Ghostface is behind him, and Ghostface slashes the knife at him, and then grabs Richie and throws him into the door. I mean, Ghostface is towering over Richie. Like,
Yes.
tall, tall, tall.
Yep.
So if it winds up at the end of the trilogy that was Amber the whole time, I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm not buying it. Nope.
Not buying it at all. I can't either, dude. I just can't
No.
take it. I cannot take it serious. And then the way he puts the knife into the back of Dewey as well. You got the
Yeah.
two knives going.
Yeah.
Guys, listen. Now, of course, I've never done that to someone, and I never will because I'm not a
Yeah.
psychotic killer.
Yeah.
But let me
Yeah.
tell you something. I can imagine how much strength it has to take because the killer got that knife into Dewey's back. I mean, there's a lot of muscles back there, okay? And in the back, all the way across, and I'm not saying that Amber couldn't have some strength, but bro, that's serious strength.
Oh.
I mean, that is not something that you're going to have some power
Yeah.
to kill the way he was killed.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, I believe it was him. And then, of course,
Yeah.
everyone says, hey, if that's the case, why did Amber take credit? Why did Amber say, because Amber says she was the one that killed her. And my response to that is, of course she took credit for it.
She's a snotty
Because
teenager. That's it.
she's a 17 years old. She's been manipulated by Stu, and was not time for Stu to be revealed. He's got a bigger plan.
Oh
This
yeah.
trilogy is, at work. This was just step one of what Stu is wanting to do. And there was a great suggestion by Gory B on Saturday night that we talked about. I'm going to put in my video. I'm taking it, giving her
Yeah.
credit. But she said that there's another thing. If this is a cult, if Stu is like this cult leader and these people are loyal, it's like a hive mentality. It's like
Yeah.
there's no identity. You lose your self identity in a cult. That's why these cults are so dangerous. Like, James Jones or whatever, Jonestown, all of these cults, these people that can get people to do anything, literally kill themselves
Yeah.
because they are vulnerable people that are easily to manipulate, and they no longer are themselves. Their
Yeah.
identity is in this cult. It's in this leader. So for Amber to say, "Yeah, I killed him," it would be like if one person killed him and they all did.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a
I
cult.
killed him as like the I and I like
Yes.
all are one mentality. Like yes, I did, meaning Richie is I, Stu is I. That is like that's
Yes.
a good point, man.
Isn't that awesome? I've never heard
Yeah.
that idea, and I said that was a brilliant. I have got to put, because it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is they are all one identity. They're one cult. They're all one thing. I'm telling you, and it's just, oh my gosh.
When I
Bro.
studied herbalism in Jamaica for a few years, the Rastas would say I and I, yes I, like
Ah.
believing that we're all one consciousness on this earth. So taking that, and forming it into a cult and everybody having the same beliefs and goal, dude, I didn't even put that together. That would be outstanding writing.
Oh,
My goodness.
I think so too, man. I think it's brilliant writing. Like this could be so epic. It's like, if they don't, it's almost like we were talking about earlier. If they don't end up doing it, it's almost like a colossal disappointment. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
what a missed opportunity. That's the
Yeah.
phrase I always will use. It's a missed opportunity,
Yeah.
because the stage is so greatly set. It's all been set. Even in Scream 5, there are clues, there are little things that you can draw lines to that
Absolutely.
that points to it. And and here's another thing. I'm glad, Chef. What's up, Chef? Glad you're here tonight. This is another objection I hear, or question. Do you really think Stu would kill his own nephew, though? No, absolutely not. Stu had nothing to do with his nephew being killed. I've given this analogy before, Jack. I don't know if you've heard this one or not. I give the analogy of, imagine having two wild lions, and you are able to manipulate them to an extent and keep them under control within their cages. But when you let them out of the cages, sometimes the wild lion is a wild lion, and they get out of course, they get out of what they're supposed to do, and they get some meat, they make a kill, they kill an animal maybe they weren't supposed to. This is the same analogy I use for why Vince was killed. Because I don't think he was ordered to be killed by Stu. I think what that was bloodlust. That was a lion out of the cage. You got Richie and Amber, these two untamed lions that you're trying to manipulate and control. You can't always control them 100% of the time. And that's what Vince was. Vince was
Like, let me at him. Let me at him.
yeah, let me at them. And they're quick. There's one, bam, right to the artery, and it's done. And so that was what I call collateral kill. It was collateral damage. It was not an intended target.
Yeah.
But what I think is interesting about the whole Vince thing is that does bring into question about his sister now with Leslie. And how is Leslie Mocker going to play into Scream 6 in relation to Stu? And this is where it could get real interesting.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Very, very interesting. So I don't know that Leslie Mocker is going to be a killer or anything. She could be, but I'm just wondering. Let me ask you your opinion, Jack, on Leslie Mocker. Do you believe they will bring Leslie Mocker?
I do.
actually into the sixth. Okay,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts yet about what you think that her character might be like?
I think she is going to be. If we don't get Stu revealed in a big mask pull off, I believe she is going to be the one that slowly starts to hint. Like, I could see Stu being revealed simultaneously at another location while another surviving character is talking to Leslie Mocker and she's narrating, like, well, this is what happened, Stu's not really dead, this and that, giving this big monologue, and meanwhile you're seeing another scene taking place at another part of the town of this big finale reveal happening.
Yeah.
If they don't bring her back, it just makes Vince's addition into that fifth movie just kind of thrown in there. They have to do it. They have to bring her back.
Yeah, I think so too. You have to, and there was a subtle thing in five, that was Leslie Mocker, Stu Mocker's sister.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shoot, it was kind of like a matter of fact little thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing that for a reason. It's not an accident. They're bringing this character's name up, just like Christina Carpenter is not an accident. Right. They're building blocks.
Yep.
They're like, that's the foundational layers. Now in 6 we add we actually build on it now. We create something out of it.
Oh yeah.
So Ignorant Mustache says, I think Stu is dead. Okay. They would have mentioned that he survived. His body wouldn't have just disappeared without being addressed. Well, there's a lot of
this is the thing, yeah.
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
So
there's a lot of ways you can address this. So you start us off.
I'm going to go the same way I've said on many other streams. There's no way that Stu's family owning that beautiful, gorgeous house in the wine country of California is not rich or involved in some type of local politics or whatnot. Okay, if you have a high up position, if you are friends with the chief of police or you're related to somebody that's mixed into there, or, the local mayor of Woodsboro or whatnot, and you've got the money, I mean, you could pay to have anything done, honestly, in this world, and I wouldn't be shocked if, they paid off people and said, hey, you say you found the body, but we're going to take him and either admit him somewhere or we have him in hiding somewhere. Mm-hmm. You could pull it off that way, and that would make Woodsboro even more of an eerie location to take place, because you start to realize it's not just the Ghostface killings in Woodsboro, it's the people that run Woodsboro that you can't really trust either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool element, man, because you can't believe anything that they say,
The town that dreaded sundown.
That's right. Totally. And that is so true, man. That is so easy to be done, and it happens all the time. It's not even far fetched. Now, if you go to Google and you just start putting in, I looked up the other day. I'm doing research for this Stu stream next month. I'm already starting my research, and you go in there and I type in faked deaths, successful faked deaths. These are real. This isn't fiction. There are so many people that actually faked their deaths. That has been done multiple times. This is not outlandish to suggest a faked death. It's just not. It's so, and that's why when we do the Stu stream, I'm going to give actual examples. Here's a couple of examples in real life we can show. So, what are you going to say to that? We can't say it doesn't happen, because it's happened, and it's happened a lot more than you think. Mm-hmm. And that's absolutely. And here's another thing too. If they faked that he was dead, right? The coroner, whoever, they get paid off. They issue a death certificate, and the family takes them, and they go off. They leave, and they could even have a funeral for the guy if they wanted to, they could do a cremation, and they could bury the ashes, so you can't even dig a body up. People say, well, why don't they just dig up a body if they could verify it? No,
that's it. Yeah.
No, there's ashes. There's no way to know that. I'm telling you, there are ways, Jack, that this is not something I talk off the hip without thinking through. And I know, and neither do you. These are things that we've put a lot of thought into. And my thought is this: if you can make a plausible argument, all right. I'm not saying you have to prove it. Court of law doesn't require proof. A
Right.
court of law requires reasonable evidence. If
Yeah.
you can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you take the same measurement the courts use in our own country, you take lines of evidence and you make a case.
Mm-hmm.
And if the cumulative evidence all together
Mm-hmm.
is plausible and it makes sense, then the conclusion is logical. It's not
Yeah.
illogical to say that he's alive. And there are valid, plausible ways to answer these questions. Why wasn't it ever addressed? Because
Yeah.
they thought he was dead. If
We're
they
gonna
think if he's dead, no one's talking about him, right?
we're gonna turn this stream into a court case. That's it. We're
I'm-
trying to prove it to the jury. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Seriously.
I'll get some slides and stuff to pull up. I'll be like, this is why, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dead serious, man. I would actually. That's what I would love to do, and actually
Yeah.
have we could actually present it as almost like as a theater, like
Yeah.
a theater where we have
Yes.
lawyers and we actually have an attorney playing the opposite role, trying to say it's how they're trying to disprove it,
And
and
it'll
we're
be
going to
fate.
show it. Yeah. Well, oh gosh.
Yeah.
If fate's the lawyer, we'll never get to talk.
I
You know,
know.
so no, I love you, Fate. But no, but that's what. But yeah, there are reasons, and as long as something's plausible, then you can't dismiss it. At the very least, you have to say, okay, it's plausible. That could be. All right,
Absolutely.
it could be, and that's all I'm trying to say. I'm never trying to say someone, you have to believe this is proof. My point is to put a stone in your pebble in your shoe, so that you can't ignore it. You can't be like, oh, you know what? Dang it, that makes sense. That makes sense, and that's the whole point, Jack. Right?
Oh yeah.
Is for us to start thinking. So, man, I got a bit on a rant here, but.
Yeah.
If you guys like what Jack and I were just doing here, yeah, Exhibit A, that's right. If you like that kind of feel, let me know, because that's what I'm going for the Stu
Because
Train.
you know what? We don't want to
stream.
sound just like crazy fanboys that are like,
Right.
oh, I would love to see him come back. Like, our ideas, they're semi-realistic, some of them. I mean, this is
Absolutely.
not like just resurrecting somebody from
Right.
the dead. Like,
No.
this could actually happen in real life.
Yes, and that's the difference, Jack. And I'm glad you clarified that, because people that are listening that are new to the channel, that are coming in the chat, who maybe have never heard any of this before on the channel, that's exactly right. I am not about. I love talking any theory. I will entertain any idea, but you'll never hear me position a statement or a case that is not grounded in plausibility. Okay, so I promise you, I will never come to you and say, oh, you know what? I think there's going to be unicorns in Scream 6 because if you looked in Scream 5, there was a cloud up there and it
Yeah.
looked a little bit wonky. And I think that cloud was an indicator that they're going to have some kind of magical powers. Now, see, that's you're never going to get that from me, and I know, nor from Jack. I know. What you're
Like
going to get on?
little Ghostface Milos.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh gosh. Could you imagine? No. 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 If I have a theory of Stu or anything, I will always make sure that it passes what I call it past the smell test. Is it at least plausible? Now you may not like it, and you may not agree with it, and that's totally cool. But what I have a clear conscience to say, I at least believe you can draw an inference here. This is plausible. It may not be probable even, but it's plausible that it could have happened this way. And we support that, Jack, with facts and with lines of evidence. So
Like, if they said that Stu just got up and ran off, and like his parents and everybody don't know where he went, that just doesn't do it for me. There has to be some cover up, something with the law, something that it just like puts the threads together and really makes sense. So there, look at that.
yes, it has to make sense. It has to pass the Stu test. Oh, see? The Stu test, man, ladies and gentlemen. This is fun. I'm having a good time, Jack. I don't know. Are you having a good time? I'm having fun, man. This is great. And we're going almost 2 hours, and I swear it feels like we just started.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Just like we just kicked off. Richard, what's up, Richard, with a $5 super chat? Thank you, buddy. My theory on Stu's nephew being killed is that Amber failed to kill Tara on the opening kill, And I'm sure Stu gave Amber an earful, and she was she was mad. So maybe that was her retaliating. Interesting. I like that,
Hey,
Richard.
I like that too.
See, that's another first timer. I hadn't even
Hmm.
thought of that part, that
You know what?
angle.
I want to see after Stu's reveal. I want to see. You know how like Saw had those flashbacks to kind of put everything
Yes.
together. I would
Yes.
love to see flashbacks of Amber and Richie in like a cult meeting, just quick. How awesome would that be?
Oh. And you know
Oh,
what else would
like
be amazing, Jack?
what?
They do a flashback scene where Dewey's on, and of course they probably wouldn't have the exact scene, but they would make it look like the hospital scene.
Yeah,
And then after Dewey's dead, whenever they kick him down,
yeah,
he takes off the mask and it's Stu. He just takes
yeah.
the mask off. You see in the flashback it was him getting out of his costume.
With that smile of his, he's getting all excited again. Yes, yes. Oh yeah,
Chills, baby. I'm feeling them. They're
oh
coming.
yeah.
I don't manufacture them. They just come. The moment hits. Richard, I think that's a really cool idea. Amber was ticked off because let's face it, man. We know already it doesn't take much to get to get her ticked off. I mean, look at that
Nope,
face. She is
nope.
always angry. So what if that's what it was? I want to
Yeah,
show you for talking to me. I'm gonna kill your nephew.
yeah.
Take that, Stu. Woo. I like it, Richard. Good theory. Very good
Yeah,
theory, and
I love it.
thank you for the super chat as well.
Yeah.
Jacqueline's volunteering to be the courtroom sketch artist.
Oh,
Yay, that's great. I'll keep that in mind.
I love it.
Let's see. And it says, I just personally think you're a genius. It would be great. It'll be a fan film one day, but I think the actual Scream 6 will disappoint you. Well, that's what we're talking about. I know. It's very possible. But you know what? Until I'm disappointed, I'm going to be very excited.
Hmm.
And here's the other thing, too. If Scream 6, and we've talked about it, Jack, if Scream 6 does not have the reveal of Stu, that doesn't mean he's not coming in
Nope,
7.
that's
It
true. We
does.
don't give up.
We don't give up. The Stu train
Mm-mm.
is not stopping if he's not in 6. It's not going to be. I'm not going to be like, oh guys, I have to shut the train down. No, no.
Yeah,
I'm going to be like, okay, now the stage is set. The grand finale, it's coming. It's
oh
the
yeah,
long game. It's playing the long game.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is so good.
Bob makes a good point right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
What
he
time? What's the
says,
time code on it?
920. He just did a super chat, $5 super chat.
Oh, all right. Let me. Oh, I see it. Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is, Bob. Thank you for the $5 super chat, buddy. All right, go ahead, Jack. You read it out loud. You were going to read it. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
And with Richard's idea, that's why Stu was calling in Act 3 to ring them out and kill them over Vince. Interesting. So, when the phone was ringing, right? We've had this conversation before.
Yes, we
For
have.
some reason, I don't see it in Tara's character to call the house. You know what I mean?
No,
I just
no
don't.
way.
I saw it from Sydney in Scream 1. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see it from Tara. I wouldn't be shocked if that was him calling, saying, "What's the status?" And then he probably had no idea that Sydney and Gail were going to show up. Maybe he did, because even Amber and Richie were like, "Oh, okay, they're here. Now you're involved in it. Sorry, we can't let you live, Sid." So
Yep.
I wouldn't be shocked if he was watching from the bushes
Mm-hmm.
across the street somewhere and was like, "What's going on?"
I absolutely 100% agree, and I love the fact that Randy. I love the fact that Richie didn't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, because she's like, the phone rings, the house number rings, unknown number,
Hmm.
and Sam says, that's for you.
He looked
And
nervous. He's like,
he did
yeah.
look nervous. You noticed
Hmm.
that? He's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like a nervous laugh.
Yep.
He didn't answer it. He didn't even go to answer it. And then the next thing you know, she's like, fan out, Amber. And
Yep.
then Tara has a crutch in her hand, not a cell phone,
Right.
by the way.
Hmm.
She's not. There's no way Tara's going to be sitting there with the phone here, with the
Nope.
crutch here. And what if he picks up the phone and Amber walks in front of her? That's not going to happen,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
That makes zero sense to me.
Agreed.
It doesn't. So that was absolutely not Tara calling that. That was Stu calling the house, his old house, to check in on what the heck's going on. And I 100% agree. I think that's absolutely what
Plausible.
happened.
Totally plausible.
Plausible. There you go. That's the word, and that's what we're talking about. It just has to be plausible. That's all.
Yeah, we don't
That,
want this series to go like into like surrealism. We don't want that
no.
for Scream. We want it to be somewhat realistic. That's Scream. This isn't like some Nightmare on Elm Street movie where it gets wacky after number 5. We want this
Yes.
to be a believable slasher. Like this could happen. So
Yeah, absolutely. And Edner says Gail Wes would have noticed that Stu Macher's body went missing from the morgue. Okay, I'll stop you there. No, she's a media.
she's a reporter.
There's
Yeah.
no way she has no idea what they don't not let reporters into the morgue into that area, so she would have no clue there. Or the funeral was had without a body. Nope, funerals happen every day with closed caskets.
I mean, in
I've-
this case,
yeah.
like even in real day, reporters are basically the puppets of the police department. They only
Yep.
say what they're told.
That's
it.
right. That's exactly right. What Gail would have gotten was a report from the press, from the police officers, from the coroner's department, whatever you want to call it, the medical examiner. It would have said, deceased, cause of death, blah blah blah, whatever. That's it. There's no more. That stuff's sealed up, man. That's confidential information. She's not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as like I say, a funeral, they may not even have had a casket at all. If it's a cremation, they say its body's been cremated. I've been to plenty of memorial services where it's just an urn with ashes,
Yep.
man. There is no body. I mean, it's just so I hear what you're saying, but I just don't. Those aren't really obstacles. They don't. That's not really an obstacle for this.
I was watching this show called 6 Feet Under that was on HBO, and it was about a family that owned a funeral home, and they had stacks of ashes that families didn't come and pick up of their loved ones. So, I mean, funeral homes, they've got a whole, like, stock shelves of ashes that nobody got. You could just use one of those, and nobody would know.
There you go. Nobody would have any idea, and there'd be no way to verify it.
Nope. Could be
It's
from, like,
just
30 years back, too. They don't get rid of it. They hold on to it. That's it.
Yeah, totally. Necessary distraction with a $2 super chat. Thank you, necessary. Haters, Stu is dead. Cravenites, nope. That's right, man.
I love
There's
that.
no way he's dead. It's like you gotta die before you can be undead, but he never died. So it's like that's not. What's up, Destin? Destin from Destination Stations in the house tonight. I think a
What's up,
showdown.
Dustin?
Oh, dude, a showdown with Sam fighting Stu, but with creative camera work. When the camera pans to a mirror, it looks like Billy and Stu are actually fighting. Oh, it would need to be filmed right. Yeah. Oh,
Like James Wan style.
it would need to be James.
Wan
They would need to
style.
hire James Wan to film this one sequence to
Yes.
come in and do it cinematography.
Yep.
I have to admit, Destin, you got me fanboying a little bit with that idea. That is
Whoa.
pretty awesome.
I'd be giddy in the theater.
Wow. I mean, guys in the chat, let that sink in what Destin's saying here. I mean, this is like, because you picture Sam and Stu, you're watching them, and then in the background, very, very, just as almost like a background shot. You're not even making a big deal out of it. But she turns into Billy just as they pass by. That's all you see.
Just a quick shot.
Just a quick shot.
Yep.
Yeah, just a quick shot of Billy and Stu. Oh my gosh,
Oh my goodness.
Destin, that is gold, bro. That is so much gold right there, man.
Yep. Destin, I better see a video of you talking about that. You better make that video.
You need to make that.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't it be amazing if we could get just an hour with Guy and James? Just an hour, just to say, man, look, we just want to share some thoughts with you. We're nobodies. We're just fans.
Even if
But-
it's offline,
yeah,
Hey,
if
this
it's
is what we
offline.
think. Yep.
That's right.
Dude.
Yeah, and Josh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think Stu's control the rigor too. I do too. My opinion is that he is the author of the post. Stu created the thread in Reddit that Amber and Richie were on. He's the one that's organized it. He's from the beginning. He's the mastermind of this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
100%. Whew. Oh, this is great. Let's take a look here. I'm just trying to catch up here on the chat. Let's see. Chef says, "Do you think Stu wanted to recruit Randy in the video store? He was the ghost face behind the couch and let him live." Billy shot him for creeping on Sid. Uh, I don't think that he was trying to recruit him. I
Mm,
don't. I think that him and Billy were just being bullies. He was just wanting to, because yeah, I think that was never going to be anybody but the two of them.
yeah,
That's the feeling I got. Jack, how about you, man?
yeah, yep. It's an interesting thought, but I
Yeah,
don't think so. Yeah, I think they looked at Randy as just this like geek that they could mess around with, and have some fun with before the finale.
exactly. Especially when Billy walks up there and how Stu gets on the back of his shoulders. It's like very, very bullyish, very, very, intimidating. And
Yeah.
Destin says, "Video incoming."
Oh, I can't wait, man. I'll
Awesome, man.
share it up.
Heck yeah. All right. Let's see. We'll do maybe what, another 10 minutes? Is that good with
Sure.
you, man?
10 minutes, perfect. Yep.
All right.
10 minutes.
10 more minutes, guys. 10 more. Let's see. iShot says, "Did y'all notice when the Sid called Sam on Sam's phone and it said unknown at the top and it said maybe?" Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have seen that happen on my phone
Mm-hmm.
several times. There's
Yes.
there's there's a couple of numbers that call me, and it says maybe, and it says
If you have an
it's,
iPhone,
yes,
an
an
yes,
iPhone, which I do.
yes,
Yes,
yeah,
so that actually happens quite often. Yeah, for me.
yeah. Even texting. Sometimes somebody will text you and be
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe dot dot Sydney Prescott.
Yeah. Yep. Shay says my phone does. Yeah, same here. It's I think it's an iPhone. I think you're right. I think it may be an iPhone thing because
Yeah.
it's all right. So Jack, I'll ask you a different question here, man, as we start to wrap up. We've talked a lot about what we want to see in oh, you know what? Before I do that, I flagged this earlier, and I'm just not getting back to it. This is I thought was interesting. Take the original script from this is from Chef Bo. Take the original script from Scream 3 and have Stu mastermind a cult, which we've talked a lot about tonight, doing that, and have attacks happen in Hollywood with Sam and Tara and another state college. Yeah. So basically, kind of what we talked about earlier, just a little bit different, but yeah, having this, I think that I'm all for that. The whole cult
Totally.
across the country, multiple people,
Yeah.
man,
Big manhunt across the country.
big
Woo!
man hunt. Yes. Oh man. So Jack, I'm gonna ask you a different question here, and we'll close it up. So we've talked about a lot of what we want to see, and we could go for another 2 hours because there's a lot of
Oh
stuff we
yeah.
hadn't even touched on yet.
Hmm.
We hadn't even really touched a whole lot on
And I'm sure we'll get
Gail
back
and
together for it.
and
There's so
oh,
much. We got a whole
absolutely.
year.
We
Whole
do.
year.
We have a whole year. That's
I
right.
love it.
Um, and so here's what I want to ask you though. I want to flip it around. What is the one thing, the number one thing? There may be a lot of things. What's your number one thing you do not want to see in Scream 6?
I do not want to see a rehash of all the other movies again.
Okay.
5 was an exception for me because it's a requel. That's what requels do, essentially. That's what comes with the term. That's what comes with reviving a series and trying to introduce new people. You don't want to try anything new with that. Okay, because you got the old people coming in and you got the new people that you want to experience the same magic that the original had. I don't want to see a rehash of Scream 2, I guess so to say, about the whole college thing played again.
Okay.
I don't want to see them bring back Kirby just to kill her off. I mean, if you're going to kill her off, let her come back for the whole movie and let her have a big role throughout it, and let her have a hero's death, so to say. I don't want to see... I don't want to see Sam be the same character that she was and forget about what she tuned into at the end of the last
Yes.
movie, tuning into her true self. I don't want that to just get swept under the rug and that's the end of that storyline. I want to see more of that. So, those are the 3 big things for me. I mean, you could kill Gale Weathers off if it's done right. You can do that and I'd be fine with it. You obviously don't touch Sydney. That's an obvious, so I'm not even going to state that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's do something new. Let's break new ground. Let's expand Sam's character because right now, the only two people I'm really excited to see are Tara and Mindy. Out of all the characters that are coming back, I mean, those two are the ones I'm so down for. But for
Hmm.
Sam, I really want to see, especially for Melissa Barrera as an actress, I want to see them give her some good source material. I do.
Yes.
Quoting
Yes.
Richie, let's give her some source material. Give him some source material. Um,
Yeah.
so let's give her a good character development. Let's see more of that inner darkness that she's facing
Hmm.
and battling. And let's make Scream 6 like a milestone in the saga for doing something that we never expected that they would do. So,
Yes. 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 Yes.
yeah, that's my
Um,
input.
those are awesome, man. No, that's great, and I agree. I agree. I agree with all of those things. And I have a few more I can add. And so I think what I don't want to see is I don't want to see Billy overused. The hallucinations of Billy.
Good, yeah, good point.
I want him there. Okay, I do like the hallucinations of Billy,
Hmm.
but the one hallucination that, and again, I love them. I love that they're doing this, so I'm not like complaining. So don't misunderstand me. But there is one particular, um, there's one particular. Well, I guess really there's two. There's two shots of Billy that I'm not crazy about, but I'm okay with them. All right,
Yeah,
is when it's in Stu's house and he looks down and shows her where the knife is. He basically he looks at her and he like looks over to the knife.
yeah,
I'm like, okay, now because he's not a ghost, remember?
right.
He's in Radio Silence has said he's not a ghost. He's
Hmm.
an hallucination.
Yeah,
And so it bugs me a little bit of how he can direct her
hmm,
to this knife if it's in her mind.
right.
That one I'm a little like, oh, you guys are really you guys are
Yeah,
treading really
hmm,
close to being
hmm.
into face ghost. What's it called? Force ghost
Yes,
territory
yeah, Force
here.
Ghost territory. Yep,
Really, really close.
yep.
And the last one that I'm not that crazy about, but that's my least favorite one. Okay. The other one though is when she's at the end after she says bye to Gail and everyone at the hospital, not hospital, at the ambulance, and she walks and she looks over at the window and he sees her and he goes like, he smiles like shake knocks his head
Yeah,
down. I'm like, Now I'm that one is not as bad because she's again it's in her head, but the directing her to the knife, that's the one they pushed it for me just a
yes.
little too far.
Hmm.
That's all. Again, I don't hate it. It's not, I don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm not like that. But
Yeah,
I'm just like careful. Just be careful, guys. No more of
yeah,
that. I'll give
yeah,
you a mulligan like that one shot, that one time.
yeah.
But let's not go in any more than that.
And I can deal with the fact that he looks a bit older because think of it this
Hmm.
way. She is almost hallucinating her dad what he would look like if he was alive today. So that's how I kind of
Yeah.
that's how I kind of look past the CGI a little bit because he doesn't look like he did in the original movie. He looks a little bit older. He's got
Hmm.
all this facial hair and whatnot. His jawline is different. His facial structure, it's very clear he's much older, but it could just be that she's imagining what he would look like in today's day if he was still alive and was her father. So, but
Yep.
that with the ghost thing and him, nodding towards the knife, it got a little bit on the cheesy like tightrope there.
Yep. It was a tightrope.
Yeah.
Um, Hey Jack, check your. I sent you a little note. Check it out when you get a chance. Tell me what you think.
Oh, I
Um,
did. Okay. Let's see.
oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We're good. We're good. All right. So last thing, real quick, last one, and then I think we'll shut it down for tonight. Um, is let's see here. Real quick, Aiden says, I want to see more Wes Craven's references in these new Scream films. I'm all for wet. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
as much Wes Craven you want to do, I'm good. And then last thing, Necessary said, when do you guys think we'll know who's going to be cast in 6?
Within a few
So,
months, one
yeah,
month or two. That's what I think.
I would think so. Filming starts in June.
Yeah.
It's April the 4th. So I feel like we're going to start hearing stuff this month,
Yeah.
right? May not be the full. I bet the full cast we won't know till the end of maybe next month even.
Right.
But I think we'll start getting some news pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I would think so.
Because we saw
right.
that the cast list from what Eric had sent us, and it said Courtney Cox on it, but we still have not got that official announcement yet, right? Am I wrong there? No.
Nope, we don't have. The only thing we have, and the reason I called it official is because of the cast addition to the trade of publication. So they've got some inside info, but I've not heard Courtney say it herself. But since it was included in there, they don't put stuff in there like as speculation. Like that's a trade, the trade publication for the film industry. But we still haven't heard, like, seen her socialize on social media or anything yet that she's going to come back. But I think that's coming. She's probably waiting for a certain time. I'm sure they're helping her choose when to make those announcements. Same with
they
Nev
probably
Campbell.
give everybody the go. Okay, you're gonna say it this date, and then you're gonna say it this
Yep.
date, so we kind of get the excitement building up to it. Yeah.
Build up to it. I think that's what they're doing. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I can't wait for the set photos. Those are going to be some cool videos and streams to talk about the set photos.
Heck yeah, man. Montreal, Canada. We're going to get to finally find out if it's going to be a downtown, which I think it is going to be a cityscape. I think that's what's going to happen. And I'm so excited for that. And oh my gosh, the videos and the live streams that are coming, guys, these next few months, plus Halloween Ends coming out in October.
Right.
It's about to get crazy with
gosh.
trailers and marketing materials for Halloween.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a great year to be a horror fan. This is the wonderful time. And it's going to be amazing. So
even new horror, like
True.
even the Black Phone, that movie looks awesome with Ethan Hawke. That looks
yes.
awesome. So
It does.
even not the big franchises, like even some of the newer stuff that's coming out, it's like all of a sudden horror has been revamped again. It's so cool.
It's so awesome, bro. And then you got Nope.
That's right. Nope.
Yeah, Nope's coming out, and you got Bodies coming out, which is another A24's.
Yep.
They said it's their version of their nod to Scream, which is a whodunit. It's like Screamish type movie. What's up, Atlantic Creole? Good to see you. So that Bodies and there's a lot of good stuff coming out. We got Firestarter.
Oh, that's right.
That's coming out. That's coming out as well.
I read that book so long ago, man. So good.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. We've got what was the other one I just said earlier? I was going to cover Evil Dead Rises.
Evil Dead Rise. Yep.
The new year, yeah. And man, there is so much. Yeah, Jacqueline, it's an ode to Scream. It's A24 said it's their version of a Scream movie for A24. It's called Bodies, and that's the one I'm really not going to watch the trailers much on. I want to keep that as much as as limited as possible.
Wow.
So, anyway, exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. Great. It's a great year, and I've got it's funny. Chucky season 2. I've got season 1 of Chucky DVR'd from last October or whenever it was. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
No. That's another one too. Josh is asking about the Orphan sequel.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about that. The prequel. It's a prequel.
The prequel. It's a prequel. That's right. Yeah, that's another thing that's coming. Man, there's so much.
Oh yeah.
So much in the pipeline for horror. It's great.
So good.
So let's make sure we. Oh, and by the way, guys, before I say goodnight, another thing that's coming up with horror, and another movie you should all check out, is the film called Student Body. It's an independent slasher film. It's out now to rent on Amazon Prime. And this Thursday, guys, at 9 p.m. on the 7th. This is Thursday. I'm interviewing the writer and director of Student Body, Lee Ann Kerr. She's will be coming joining me for 1 hour to talk about the movie and her career and how it is for her to be a writer and a director. So I just want to remind everyone on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Go ahead. The stream is up on my channel. So make sure you go there tonight, set a reminder, and smash that thumbs up button while you're there. I'd appreciate it. And that's coming up. So don't miss it, guys. Let's please, if you can make it Thursday night, let's come show her some love and appreciation for coming on the channel. And I'm excited about that, Jack. It's going to be a really fun interview. I think it's going to be really, really great.
Oh yeah.
Well, Jack, I think we're about out of time, right? I think our time
Yep.
has come. I think this was great. We went at 2 hours and 12 minutes, and it's been such a good time. So,
Oh yeah.
everyone in the live chat, I want to say to you guys, all of you that are here, thank you for coming. Appreciate you guys. Look at Fate says still streaming strong. Well, we're just about to, Fate. We're actually saying goodnight. You came just in time to say goodnight.
And
but I'm glad
everybody
you made
can
it.
join us tomorrow for the Halloween party if you'd like. We're going to Haddonfield together, so we'll talk about that. Everything Halloween ends, what we think is going to happen. So the party's just beginning. It always is just beginning.
Heck yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is just beginning tomorrow night. Jack Stannis' channel. Be sure you go check it out as soon as we're done here, and let's all meet up there tomorrow night. It's going to be a great time watching Halloween 2018 together. So Necessary says hashtag going to Haddonfield. That's right. Yeah, come on everybody, join us over there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fate. You have a great night too, buddy. Appreciate you hopping in here, man, and saying hello. We appreciate it. All right, guys, everyone in the chat, thank you. All of your super chats tonight. For everyone who was able to give a super chat, thank you so much. I do so much appreciate you. And every single donation helps this channel grow. It helps me to continue to make new content and have more live streams like this. So thank you so much. And thank you all for a great time. This was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, always.
Always. And Jack, thank you, sir, for making time tonight to come spend it with us. We appreciate it, man. On behalf of everybody, we all appreciate it. And you guys have a great night. I'll see you all on Thursday, but I hope to see you all tomorrow night at Jack's channel at 9:15 Central Time. Let's blow up Jack's channel tomorrow night and watch Halloween together. Let's have a good time. It's going to be great. Get your snacks ready. All right? All right, guys. Well, listen, I will leave you with our, I guess, you know what? We were all here. And for tomorrow night, I'll be there, Jack.
I'll be there too if you'll be there.
I'll be there. Everybody. And Corinna says, good night, all. I subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
So glad you're a part of the family now. All right, guys. We're going to end it with a song, and then we're going to call it a night. And, Jack, I'll see you shortly. And for everyone else, have a good night. As always, I appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.